We are going to taste the Psalm Fairtrade Pinotage 2020 vintage. There's a lot of ripe berry flavors, some cherries, there's some vanilla, hints of vanilla in the background, but it's more fruit flavors, so the oaky flavors is just in the background. On the palate, the wine is really nice and soft, juicy flavors, the sweet berry and the vanilla just comes through on the end, and smooth finish to end the wine. This wine is 100% Pinotage grapes, and Pinotage is quite unique because it produces wines that's unique to our terroir, to our growing conditions in South Africa. We have a lot of decomposed granite soils in the Achterpaal region. Obviously, these wines are unique because of these dryland conditions, small berries, concentrated fruit. So that means there is no irrigation. They are just depending on natural rainfall. And in the soils, these vines can really strive and they just produce beautiful wines within this specific terroir. This Pinotage grapes are all bush vine, so you obviously can't harvest them mechanically, so we still use a lot of hand-picked method to pick the grapes. And we pick these grapes in the early morning just to make sure that the grapes are nice and cool when they arrive at the winery. For Pinotage, we normally do natural fermentation without any added yeast. And we also ferment these grapes at about 20 to 23 degrees Celsius. So this is actually quite cool for red wine fermentation. The reason we do this is that Pinotage ferments really quick, so we want a bit more time on the skins during the fermentation. All the flavor from red wine you actually get from the skin. And we do the malolactic fermentation or the second fermentation on the wood staves. And that's just to extract all the wood flavors and just get a balance within the wine, make it a bit softer. And then we age the wine for another 6 months on these wood staves. For me, this wine would be ideal with South African cuisine. Cape Malay curries really works well with Pinotage, and then also red meat dishes. And obviously you can enjoy this with a braai, with friends, or maybe just with your family on the dinner table. It will be a really good companion for you and your food.